This summer we took on the challenge of climbing Scafell Pike. It's the second in the 3 peaks that we've climbed. The first one being Snowdon, which we did last summer, and then hopefully the next one will be Ben Nevis, which will be next summer. We stayed at Wasdale Campsite, which is run by the National Trust. It's really close to the car park that people use to climb Scafell Pike. So it was really convenient for us. The walk all in all was about 2 miles up to the summit, but it took us about 4 hours when we were going up, and then when we came back down the same way it took us about 2 hours, so not a bad hike at all. The campsite is situated right next to Wastwater, which is one of the lakes in the Lake District. Very beautiful and really not that busy actually. It was very tranquil, and we had a really nice peaceful time there. Where I'm pointing now, you can see around about that location is where the campsite is. This is looking from the road that you take towards the campsite. Looking up to the right of the mountainside, that's where you would go up the mountain to Scafell Pike. We decided to leave quite early in the morning. We didn't leave as early as we wanted to leave in the morning, because mainly because I take ages to get ready to do anything. Going up, going up,
going up,
going up. Look at the mountains behind, they're so pretty. And look at how I'm going to fall over in a minute. You follow the river up the first bit of the walk, and it's quite rocky even at the beginning bit. You don't really have much of a path the whole way up, to be honest. But as you climb further and further up, you get more of a beautiful view over that lake, over Wasdale, over Waswater, and just the surrounding mountains. You see more and more as you go up. And although this part of the walk at the beginning was quite long and it seemed to go on forever, you got to see the beautiful water next to you, and it was quite picturesque. A bit further up, I'd say about 2 hours into the journey, and just around to the left-hand side as you curve around the first mountain, you can see Lord's Rake, and you can see where Scafell Pike starts. This is where the route gets a bit harder to climb, as it turns into a gravel, or a larger gravel, or what they call scree. So you just feel like you're slipping back a bit as you incline. But as you get a bit further up, I would say probably about 30 minutes, you end up seeing the other side of the mountains, sort of onto the other side of the valley, on so many sides. I think it was all over the right hand side, looking down the mountain. You could see the whole valley down there. We're nearly at the top, and I might give up in a minute because it's so hard. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get up to the top. That's where it is. There. I think it's there. Is it there? Is it that?
That's the fault.
No, that's people. It's here. It's this rock. We'll probably have to queue to take a picture at the top, and then touch the top. And then we're there.
We started there. We're there, and that's the Scafell Pike.
Scafell Pike.
I didn't say that.
We ended up stopping to have our lunch at about this point. This was our main lunch. We'd had snacks all along the way to keep us going, of course. If you wanted to do Lord's Rake, you can come off the path here, and then go up this very steep bit here. I probably would never be able to do that, I'd imagine, but a lot more of you really experienced hikers, I think you'd probably be able to do this, because we saw a group of people do it coming up actually the same sort of time as us, and they ended up being at the summit at the same time as us, and we went this way. So I'd imagine it is really hard and quite slow going up, but it's a big challenge, and also doing it and then completing it, I think you'd feel amazing. With about an hour left to go up to Scafell Pike, we were getting really tired, and I kept stopping every 5 minutes because I just couldn't keep going. My legs were so sore at this stage. It was a lot. Just be aware that as you get to the top there is a false summit, but it's only about another 5 minutes after that and then you're actually at the real summit. The last 5 minutes of climbing was over a load of big boulders, and when we finally got to the top it felt amazing. My legs really hurt and I'm pretty sure so did Ellis's, but we took a few photos. As you can imagine, it was pretty busy at the top, so when you got to the top you were kind of trying to find an area where there wasn't loads of people so you could get some good shots. We did go in the height of summer and I'm pretty sure it's usually busier than this.
What time are you guessing will we get down for? Because you were right for the going up.
About 4:30.
About 4:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess.
If we leave now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get back at 4:30. We're gonna get to the pub then as well.
Yeah.
After admiring the beautiful views, we went back down the mountain. We were able to go much quicker going down the mountain, obviously, but it still hurt and your neck hurt after a while looking down at where you were going. So we had to keep stopping just to make sure that our necks weren't going to fall off. We've done it. We climbed Scafell Pike. I'm very proud of myself and Ellis, obviously. We've done it. Woo! What time is it?
An hour earlier than what you thought it would be.
No, I got it wrong. When editing this video, I realised I wasn't wrong and we did get back at the time I said.
But obviously we were stationary for a lot of it.
Yeah. Oh well. Thought that counts. So we just finished Scafell Pike and it took us probably longer than it should have been. It probably took us longer than it should have, but I had a really good time. I mean, I was a bit emotional when I was going up, but I still got it done, didn't I? So, you know, I'm not the fittest of people. I've been working on my fitness for a while now, trying to get myself more and more used to exercise because I've never really been like the sort of person that does exercise anyway. Well, not like, you know, in a lot of intensive exercise, obviously I walk around and stuff like that, but I've been trying to get fitter. But that was really good. Really enjoyed it. Had a great time. I would probably do it again, but I would want to get a little bit fitter first because it actually was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But it took us 4 hours, I believe, to get there. It took 4 hours to get there? Yeah, 4 hours to get there and then 2 and a bit hours back because it's all uphill. So I think at some point it was 50% incline. And I'll probably find it a little bit harder because I'm on antibiotics at the moment, so it might be that. But I don't feel that achy at the moment. So the plan is to get washed and then we're going to head to the local pub here. It should be really good because it's like a little old quaint pub. It's been there for a very long time. The Wasdale Head Inn in Wasdale Head, which is a little bit up the road from this campsite. But we're going to get something to eat hopefully there as well and have a drink. So yeah, we can do that now. We really enjoyed staying at Wasdale Campsite and I think it was the best location for us to do Scafell Pike. I can imagine a lot of people would choose this campsite as it's so convenient, right on the doorstep of Scafell Pike. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video and our journey up Scafell Pike. If you've got any suggestions of climbing Ben Nevis or any campsites that we could stay at because we intend to do it next summer, then hit me up in the comments below. And for the moment, I'll leave it there, but I hope you all have a lovely day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. And I'll see you soon in another vlog.